We're here with the leader of the Good Party, Minister Patricia de Lille. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
How's the day been?
Oh, very tiring. As you can hear, my voice is going already. So it's time to take a break now. But I'm just very disappointed. I'm here since 9:45 this morning. The IEC board is still the same, no figures, no update. And we get some update from our structures, you know. But it's very frustrating that the board is not moving.
So what does the board look like now? At the moment, Good does not feature in the top 10 parties.
Exactly. And that's we've ever actually asked them, because I know that we've won some wards, you know, like in George we've won wards and P we've won wards. And they must update the board, but it's not been happening.
So let's talk about Good. This is your first local government
Yes.
elections that you're participating in. There was a lot of fanfare in terms of Cape Town, not so much in other places across the country. If you have to assess your performance preliminary, obviously we're waiting for results, how can you assess it?
We have participated in 5 provinces, 45 municipalities and 6 metropolitans, just over 1,000 wards, so we've not participated in the whole country. And for us, we are happy that we are seeing growth in all the areas where we have participated. And because that is the base that we're going to build for 2024. So we're very happy with our growth that's showing now. So we're not just in the Western Cape, we're in 6 metropolitans and in 5 provinces.
And so there were complaints around the voter management devices yesterday as one of the big issues around voters going back and not voting, and that was the major concern. The long queues were the result of this voter management devices. The IEC has obviously defended it. What other complaints does the Good Party have in terms of how the IEC conducted the vote yesterday?
I think that with the voter management devices as a new instrument, I think the technology is good, but you know, it just slows down the process as much as it's helping the IEC to pick up any voter that want to vote twice in a row. For me also is that I think some of the IEC staff need proper training. At the voting station where I was voting, the water management device gave a problem and they had to wait for the supervisor to come and fix it. But that is all, I think, teething problems with the voter management devices.
So overall, you think the IEC did a good job?
I think they did a good job. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt once the results are being declared, but I do think there's big room for improvement.
Absolutely. The poll so far, you know, in the city of Cape Town, where you come from, and where the Good Party has put up a good fight, I suppose. It doesn't show, too much of a. This is what the forecast says in terms of your performance, with the DA losing some support from 67% to 58%. That's what the forecast is looking like at the moment. It's pretty accurate. And then there's also obviously a drop in the ANC's performance there, and then smaller parties getting clothing some bit of that support. Do you think that the DA's drop from 2/3 majority to where it is, or where it possibly would be when votes are declared on Thursday, was expected?
Of course, because I led the party at the time to a 67% majority from a 62% majority. But it was a reward for the work that happened in the city, especially dealing with the imbalances of the past, making sure that services to the rich and services to the poor are of the same quality. What has happened subsequently is that has been changed. So I'm not surprised that they went down. In terms of our own performance, I will wait for the actual results before I make a comment on that. As I was saying, it's the first time we'll be participating, and we will be happy with the growth.
Yes. Yeah. And then one last thing as we wrap up, Minister de Lille. Coalitions seem to be the biggest story from this elections. When we look at this board now, there are 7 hung municipalities of the 12 municipalities that have been called.
Yes.
And we're going to see that number increase inevitably. And so has Good decided or come up with some sort of strategy what its approach will be in talking coalitions? Should you be the third party, or should you make it in different municipalities?
Yes, certainly we will participate in coalition negotiations. Of course, we will take it on a case-by-case basis and also on merit. We have also.
So what does this mean? So
We've also designed some conditions for participating, and the first one is that all coalition partners must commit to stopping corruption, to putting systems in place that can prevent and detect corruption. The second point, by extension, a coalition is that not a single party received a 50+1%, and therefore you are in a coalition. And so we need to respect all the partners within the coalition, and not that the majority party this, majority party this. If the majority party then want to go on their own as a minority government, they must do so. So we think respect within coalitions is critical. And if you take the 2016 coalitions, I think that's a classical example of how coalitions should not be run. And then, of course, also egos in political, coalitions is that we need to put the people first. So we will bring our plan, because we've got a plan how to fix local government, and the others will bring their plan. And I'm sure there's going to be very little difference, because the issues within local government is the same. Then we just need to agree on an implementation plan, rather than egos and the one want this and the one want that. So we're ready for coalitions, yes.
That was the leader of the Good Party, Patricia de Lille. Thank you very much for joining us.